Jill Stewart brings back the classic 60s mod girl. Hervé Leger reinvents the iconic bandage dress, plus fashion with a mission. I'm your host, Lauren Reeves, for Day 3 coverage of the Loud Digital Network's Fashion Week Daily. The Jill Stewart collection featured textures with geometric stripes and laser-cut floral, all inspired by the classic 60s mod girl. Our correspondent Siobhan caught up with Jill at the show.
Hey Lauren, well, we just wrapped the Jill Stewart show, and I'm here with the designer herself. And I have to say, Jill, it was so beautiful and so chic. I absolutely loved it. Can you tell me a little bit about your inspiration for the collection?
Yes, my inspiration was beautiful, aristocratic English girls like Stella Tennant, Iris Palmer, Anna Fraser.
And the color palette was really sophisticated as well. There was a lot of black, and it seemed like you kind of used texture to bring out a lot of the forms. Why did you decide to do that?
I loved all the new textured fabrics like the raffia, the embroidered raffia, the floral embroidered raffia, the laser cut satin flowers that were at the finale. And then also on the lace, did a shiny gloss on some parts of the lace, so it had that matte and shine contrast. The texture was really important this season, and it felt really new and fresh.
Hervé Leger's classic bandage wrap dress gets an exciting new twist this season. The show brought out celebrities, supermodels, and the young Hollywood crowd. Our own correspondent Siobhan caught up with Lubov and Max Azria to learn more about the inspiration.
Hey Lauren, I'm here backstage at the Hervé Leger show with none other than Max Azria and Lubo herself. So tell me, you guys are such a dynamic duo. What's the inspiration for the collection this season?
We're inspired by nature and the whole idea because, when you work on Hervé Leger, it's all bandages. So it's not like we can go and do the wool felt or, do other things. So we really work with the bandage. And one of the things that we wanted to do this time is really to explore sort of nature in its true form. Whether it's like the croco here, that's, applique, different form, different techniques, different beadings. So we were also inspired by this wonderful couple. They're called Lalande. They're a French surrealist. They're sculptor. They do sculptures. And just the way they did the texture and mixed everything together was just really amazing.
Do you find, since you have to work within the medium of the bandage dresses, that it sounds like it's an exciting challenge for you because you have this restriction, but yet you can expand upon it? What's that like?
I think it's actually great because you have so many choices. You work on HL, it's such a unique knit that you have to get more and more creative. We start creating about 9 months ahead, so we have swatches of all different things. So I think it's kind of nice to work in a box.
You've been designing together for a while now, and I want to say, how does working together, how's that collaboration kind of inspire and influence you?
Very simple. I respect her very, very, very much. And she respects me very, very, very much. So
yeah, and it doesn't help that our offices are way on two different sides of the building.
that's also
That probably helps a little bit.
help a lot. Yeah, for sure.
We are backstage at the Hervé Leger show, and I managed to track down the beautiful Miss Coco Rocha. So can you tell me, what do you love so much about Hervé?
For me personally, they have been part of my family in shows for a very long time. When I remember that Hervé Leger was, thought up, I was like, well, this is their third company. How can they be successful? And they have been, and they've been doing great. Every A-star celebrity wears it. They have a formula that people love and they will always use and continue to use.
I am here backstage with Alexa Ray Joel. You may know her dad, Billy Joel, but she's actually an amazing singer in her own right. So Alexa, you're welcome. I'm a big fan, I have to say. So can you tell me what shows you're excited to see?
Yeah, I've seen a ton of shows. I'm actually working as a fashion blogger and correspondent right now for julieb.com. So I'm like crazed because I'm doing what you're doing, I'm doing your job, and I'm doing, being interviewed. So I'm seeing it from both sides, and, Fashion Week is crazy, it's a lot of fun. I love it all, every designer has a different flavor, something different to offer.
And I have Sammy looking fabulous in the designer. You look so beautiful. So you're welcome. Tell me, what do you love about Hervé Leger?
I love his use of color and just how diverse the line is. There's some really great signature bandage dresses, and then pieces that are a little more colorful and different, like the one I'm wearing now. I absolutely adore this dress, and I also love that the line has so many different shapes that really complement every girl's body.
The runway's not the only place to find the hottest trends. We tracked down some of the most stylish attendees on the streets and at the tents. Let's check in now with our correspondent, Siobhan.
Hey, Lauren.
Hi, Siobhan. So I hear that you're finding some very interesting looks out there.
Yeah, you won't believe what we came up with. We actually have some amazing clips from the first 2 days of Fashion Week to show you.
Okay, well, I'm excited to see it. Let's take a look.
Hey everyone, I'm here right outside the tents, and we have some amazing personal street style going on. So can you tell me a little bit about where your personal style comes from?
Yeah, I'm a little bit kind of uptown, but sort of on downtown prices. So I like to make things look really expensive, really polished. I have a Nanette Lepore coat, Trina Turk trousers, Clover Canyon. The jewelry is Gypsies and Debutantes, and Kate Spade heels, and my Celine bag.
So I'm here with Holly. I kind of pulled her aside. I really love the accessorizing that was going on. So Holly, can you tell me a little bit about where your personal style comes from?
Yes, I've always been interested in fashion, and I actually manage a small boutique in Macon, Georgia. This is my first time at Fashion Week, so I wanted to do something to show off my personality and my style. So I went with the vintage skirt, and then I went with one of my favorite band t-shirts, which is Matt and Kim, and they're local to Brooklyn. And then I went with a statement necklace just to throw the whole look off a little bit.
You know, it's not all just ladies at Fashion Week. There are some really fly guys here as well. And with me right now, I have Harrison. So Harrison, you need to talk to me about this incredible suit, please.
Okay, well, it's a very, very simple thing to talk about. Bacon's Closet in Brooklyn, which is a wonderful place for thrift finds. I found this suit for, believe it or not, $27. I went to my local tailor. He tailored it for me. Some just regular Aldo two-tone wingtips, a vintage Samsonite bag, Ben Sherman gloves, and a fedora that I've always had. So just put it together. Style doesn't have to be expensive, but it's all about the way you wear it.
You know, I love seeing these people getting dressed up and still looking fashionable during a storm. Fashion isn't just about looking good, it's also about doing good. Our correspondent Soraya brings us a story about a fashion line with good karma.
Hi Lauren, we're here at Los Feliz at the Karma for a Cure launch event. Let's check out the party and talk to the designer. I'm at Los Feliz for the Karma for a Cure launch party with the designer herself, Margot Minutello. What was your inspiration behind Karma for a Cure? Can you tell us more about it?
Sure. My inspiration was my father's battle with 10 years of having lung cancer and prostate cancer and a brain tumor. So it inspired me to want to do a fashion brand that was chic and that gave back year round, and it kind of created a younger demographic to get involved with giving back. What I do is I hand draw every design to relate to a specific cause. Basically, every shirt is for a different charity. We have about 8 different charities right now, including at-risk animals, lung cancer, breast cancer, and Parkinson's disease, and many more.
Well, I love the whole line itself. Karma for your Cure sounds amazing. Thank you so much for being with us. And now back to you, Lauren.
Thank you, Soraya. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks so much for joining us. And you can tune in tomorrow for another episode of Fashion Week Daily. I'm your host, Lauren Reeves. You can follow us on Twitter at Loud Digital or Daily Front Row. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Yeah.